What's the biggest reason for me? Is Labour doing it out of self-interest? Maybe. Will it benefit them? Perhaps. That doesn't mean it's not a good reason to do it. And actually, the Tories' opposition to this is just as self-interested as Labour's support for it. So for me, it's long overdue. The more voice young people have in this country, in our political system, the better. Because my goodness, they haven't had one at all for far too long, if you ask me. I wonder if you agree. 0345 6060 973. Harry's calling from Plymouth in Devon. Harry, good evening to you.
Good evening, Ben. Well, I think it's only fair that we consider extending the franchise to 16 and 17-year-olds because ultimately it would send a very clear signal to the younger generation that politicians are interested in them, they're interested in their concerns, and then young people can hold them to account at the ballot box. But I mean, above all, I think this is a brilliant opportunity to try and enhance political engagement, ensuring that young people are taught about the political process and then go to young people's lives and they'll be able to take an active role in the democratic process. And I mean, there will be lots of adults across the country who haven't had any formal political education, but they're still allowed to vote. So I think it's about being consistent here.
Just lastly, Harry, a lot of people say, oh, this is just Labour gerrymandering, all the young people are going to vote Labour. Is that your sense from your friends? Do you think they all would vote for the Labour Party, or actually is that just doing a disservice to the breadth of opinion that might exist amongst young people?
Well, I think we should also remember here that, I mean, the Tories, they allowed members of their Conservative Party under the age of 18 to vote for the Prime Minister last summer, and they were a much smaller electorate, so they would have had even more sway over kind of what happened. So I think it does seem a little bit hypocritical here. I mean, having talked to my friends, they seem really frustrated with the direction of the Conservative Party when it comes to things, for example, cutting per pupil funding. So potentially people would look for change. I mean, I certainly would be. And I think people may vote for the Labour Party, but ultimately we should be trusting young people to make that decision just as we would any adult.
Harry, great to speak to you as always. Thank you for calling.
Thank you.
From someone of that generation. At that point, it's an absolute belt, isn't it? If the Conservative Party thinks that people of 16 and 17-year-olds of that age are old enough to vote in their internal leadership contest, which of course in the last